last night.
I didn't know it was a thing until this morning.
But the inner 5-year-old in me came out. I'm out grilling dinner. Like the badass chef I am. About the only meal I can cook. Burgers on the grill. Flipping them. And then all of a sudden, the whole neighborhood starts howling. And then I remember Paulus's speech said that new social media trend, get out and howl at 8 p.m. to show support and appreciation to healthcare workers and everybody that's putting in work to get us through this. I was excited about it. So I think you guys should do it with me. So I live over on the northwest side of Fort Collins, and I'll make sure you can hear me no matter where I'm at. So I want to hear you guys. Kyle's going to give it a go.
I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to be the only jackknob in my neighborhood doing it because nobody did it in my neighborhood, but start trends, right?
My neighborhood was so loud. Like, it echoed. It was super cool. And the dogs were going bananas. Bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Okay. So yes, do that, record it, and I want to see you post it on DNR's open page. Rather, on your page, tagging DNR, and see how many people we can get howling at 8 p.m. tonight. So you can do it live, you can just do your video and post it, whatever you want to do. Moving on, I missed this yesterday because we had so much to talk about from Quarantine Go, which I'm super pumped about. We talked about the Support Your Local Box campaign, and that was the workout that we did yesterday, and it was fun. It was fun. And remember, we have until the 24th to actually submit all of the scores. So if you did it like we did it like yesterday, and we ran through it, and we were a little bit reserved, and we didn't give it our 100% full sprint, just so we could feel what it was like. It sucked. It was tough. I'm really sore today, but I've got more left in the tank, so I'm definitely going to redo it again so my score increases. So we talked about all that yesterday, and we had a few extra people sign up, but I want more, guys. I want this to be like the CrossFit Open. It's free. Sign up. Do it with us. We're going to do the workouts every Monday that they post them, and then if you want to redo it, you can redo it at any point. But yeah, let's do it together on Zoom, and I want to see you guys get registered for it. It's games.crossfit.com to register, so make sure that you get on there for that.
Is the plan for us to do it every Monday, or are we going to Saturday starting this week? I heard you say both.
Originally I thought Saturdays, but Monday worked out really well. I don't know.
Cool.
What do you think?
So just gonna give them a heads up.
TBA, right? Give me and Kyle a few. We'll talk about it. Maybe Saturday. Who knows? That'd be a good way to get our Saturday work in. Yeah. So maybe we'll just do that. But stay tuned. All right. Okay. Now, the cool stuff.
Cool.
We just found this out on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sunday night we got an email. We knew that we were in the top 2 for Subs for Pups. We found out that we did end up taking first place. So thank you for that. Nice work to Cody and everybody else who put in huge numbers with that. With that being said, they're going to send us some custom-made ab mats that cannot be bought. They're going to have the Subs for Pups logo on there, and the winners for the WOD Killer of the week last week are 2 of the biggest contributors. First, our top 5 list from 5th place.
Guys, check this out. Top 5 contributors for Subs for Pups. Everybody put in amazing numbers, but there was 5 people that really stuck out when you looked at the end of the day numbers. So here they are.
So Brett Snyder hit 4,535 sit-ups.
And who the heck is Brett Schneider? Do you know? Brett Schneider is Bree's father that lives in Denver. He has been a huge supporter of CrossFit DNR since, I wouldn't say day one, but the last 4 years,
Several years,
easy. He has been one of our top fans and supporters. doing workouts in his garage. He was a CrossFit member at a box down in Denver, and he's just a machine, guys. Hit that number one more time.
4,535.
That is ridiculous.
Studly, especially for somebody that doesn't go here. So thank you, Brett. Fourth place, Mel Johnson with an even 5,000.
Nice.
Heck of a job for her.
Outstanding.
Bill Cliff hit 5,465. Studley, the dude. Go ahead.
So I want to take a second right there on that one, because Mel and Bill, when we have regular CrossFit class, right, we meet at the gym, those two talk the most shit to each other in the kindest type of way. Mel calls Bill out constantly on the weight that he chooses, and she'll be like, what? You're doing the girls' weight? You want high heels to go with that too? Like, she busts his balls every day there's a workout. So this is kind of sweet, sweet nectar for the man right here. Bill, you go ahead and rub that in that you did beat Miss Mel on the sit-up challenge.
By 465 sit-ups, specifically. Pat! In second place, we have Siobhan hitting 6,034 sit-ups. Studly homegirl. She put in work she has for the entire challenge, and she's super amped up about the April challenge, so anybody competing, you have some competition. She also crushed the workout yesterday, and Cody had to go and rub it in her nose, kind of like
yeah, I mean, me and Siobhan have this friendly little thing going on. I mean, 9.5 times out of 10, maybe 9 3/4 times out of 10, Siobhan beats me on most workouts, but every now and again, I edge her out. And I edged her out yesterday by 10 reps. So I'm hoping, I hope that irritated you a little bit. I really do.
Thanks for putting in work, homegirl. And far and away, first place was Nathan Johnson at 9,830. Crushing people, almost doubling up anybody else on that top
One
list.
more time with that number.
9,830 sit-ups.
Oh, man. This guy did 1,000+ sit-ups in a day. Like it was nothing. It was like he was eating a pack of hot dogs, just a casual Saturday, grilling up the hot dogs, eating them, like what I do. That's how he treated his sit-ups.
Those were donut holes, bro.
Oh, donut holes. Fuck, forgot what day we were on. But he 1,000 in a day. But he inspired me, and I did 700 in a day. I didn't think that was achievable until I saw him do 1,000. I was like, holy shit, this is achievable. And I got 700 in a day, which I'm pretty sure I beat Mel for how many sit-ups I did in a day versus Mel. But who's counting anyway? But hey, nonetheless, our top 5 contributors, hats off. I don't want to take it off too much. You'll see that my hair's a mess. But nonetheless, hats off to you guys. Well done. Thank you for everybody's participation in March's challenge. April's challenge is here. The COVID killers of the week last week, Mel and Nathan. And I've already got my eyes set on somebody else that is already putting in major work. And we already said this person's name. I don't want to spoil it. I want to see if anybody else can rise to the challenge and beat this person. But good luck. Good luck. They're putting in some major work. So let's see what you guys got for the week 4 COVID at-home WOD killer of the week. And I promise you guys, I'm making some special little trophies, if you will, for this. So you will get prizes for this one. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. It is Hero WOD Tuesday.
Nice headbang move.
Yeah.
Warm up, we're going to go in place if you're stuck inside, but it's beautiful outside, so find somewhere to get out. 20 seconds of high knees. We're looking for repetition whether you're in place or not. I don't need these big galloping high knees. We're going to try to see if we can sync up that shoulder movement. Elbow stays in place while we get those quick feet too. So nice quick switches, 20 seconds. We'll go butt kicks after that for 20 seconds. So down and back style. And then in floor sweepers, Cody, if you don't mind, We're going to stagger one leg back with a bent knee and straight leg sweep through, switch out at the top. If you want to tie in this big ab stretch, you can. Depends how you're feeling. 20 seconds there, and then we're going to go into our Samson stretch. 20 seconds per side, Cody, or alternating?
I say dig in, guys. In 20 seconds, take your time. Dig in. Do as much time as you need on each of these movements to get warmed up and get the body moving for what we're about to do. So yeah, 20 seconds at least on each side, but a little bit more if you've got time.
And then we're gonna finish this off with 5 Spieler rolls, which is that real fun one. We look goofy doing it, but it's effective. Cody's gonna roll his knees into his chest and split his legs, reach to the center, reach to the left, reach to the right. That'll be 1, so you're gonna roll 15 times for a total of 5 Spieler rolls. 1 time through on that warm up. Once we get done with that, we do not have mobility built in because we have that long hero workout, but we're gonna jump into strength where those hip flexors and midlines are gonna get work. So if you need to, maybe find some time, grab a kettlebell, hit that hip flexor, whatever else you can find to get in there. That would be my suggestion.
So actually, on the actual website, you will see that there is some time slotted for hip flexor mobility.
Even better.
Guys, do it. Do mobility. Get yourself ready to go for this workout because it's a lot. All right, so yeah, he's gonna put that bell right on that psoas, right? So he's gonna find where the hip crest, the top of that hip bone, and then his belly button, and then he's gonna split the two. And he's gonna lay on it, and then he's gonna lean in towards the hip bone itself, and he's just gonna dig. He's gonna grind. You could do this with a ball, like a football, a volleyball, a soccer ball, a slam ball. You could probably do it a little bit with a med ball. Med ball might be too big though. You could do it with a more pinpointed ball, like a lacrosse ball, but that would be misery, guys. So I would stick to more of a softer ball. Foam roller could work. So dig in. Now, core, it is rotating Tabata, right? The trend is it's either going to be rotating Tabata or it's going to be that 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, and then 20 seconds rest. Today happens to be you're rotating Tabata. So we've got corkscrews, we've got V-ups or tuck-ups, and then we have planks. So the corkscrew, right? It's like a straight leg hip lift. He finds hollow, he punches, and he rotates. Remember, it's like you're trying to fart on somebody. He comes up and back down, up and back down. He actually farted. It was weak, but he did fart. Double tap.
Gave you what I
Boom,
had.
boom. Okay, so that will turn into whatever you have. V-ups, tuck-ups, or sit-ups. V-ups is taco yourself, right? If I don't have that, tuck-ups are going to be pull your knees into your chest, and then sit-ups. What I do want you guys to really make sure that you are focusing on is that the torso is coming up to meet the legs, and that you're not just pulling the legs up towards the torso. That is not a V-up, right? We need to meet each other. The torso needs to meet the legs, whether it's V-up or tuck-up, okay? So just make sure that you're doing it correctly. If you can't, then modify it down to where you can do a sit-up or you can do an anchor point toe-to bar. The last one is planks, right? So you have all kinds of cool variations of planks. We're not going to tell you one type of plank over the other. We just want you to plank. So forearm plank. You're looking at his shoulder positioning no matter what plank we're in when we're in this downward facing plank. He's pressing through. He's acting like there's a spike on the ground that's going to stab him in the chest, and he's pushing away from it. So he's at this rounded upper back that rolls straight into his hip, and his quads and his glutes are nice and tight. We don't want to lose our shoulders. We lose our shoulders, that's negative, right? We don't want to lose our hips and get that dick in the dirt type position, so stick away from that. So engage quads, glutes, shoulders, abs, right? And there's your position. Forearm plank to high plank. You could do walking plank during this, right? So that's fine as well. Then you can do side planking. So easy variation, we keep both legs attached. Harder variation, we start to lift the legs off of each other. Start kind of position, whatever it is. So you'll go 20 seconds on your left side, and then the next rotation you'll go 20 seconds on the right side. The other version is part bird dog and full bird dog. Partial bird dog is a single arm off the ground in a full plank position. So he lifts his left hand or his right hand up, and there he is. Now full bird dog, he's gonna lift the opposite leg and work on balance and stability. Again, it would be 20 seconds on this side, and then the next rotation, you do 20 seconds on the opposite side. So get funky with the planks, guys. Yeah, get funky with it. Cool. All right, before we start to go into the hero workout, there is a few hashtags that we want to see you guys hitting. Hashtag CrossFit DNR for life, CF DNR for life. Hooligan Nation's another one. Just CrossFit DNR is one. Another one that I want to add to the list, since we can't physically be in-house and do what we're known for, the double tap. Now check this out.
Bang, bang.
Everybody in the world right now, their high five before everybody got shut down was this. Fucking posers. We've been doing this shit for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Come at us. Why?
At least 10.
Because I'm a freaking germaphobe and have been before COVID. That's right. You remember you mother effers used to give me such a hard time because I always wash my hands constantly?
Shout out to Dylan
Guess
Benson
what?
too.
Yeah, Dylan B. Well, that was actually, it was Gabe.
Was it Gabe?
Yeah,
It was
Gabe. Gabe and I, and then like the bro thing that just like exploded in our community. It was Gabe too. But yeah, double tap. I want to see hashtag double tap, right? So you're giving your homies double taps. If you're referencing somebody, you're gonna hashtag double tap them.
Nice
Boom,
work,
boom.
Cody.
You. Okay. Now, let me first say you're welcome, and let me next say, you're gonna do this regardless. So I have your next 4 weeks mapped out, and I'll go ahead and tell you. Today is Chad. It was supposed to be something else. I'll tell you what that something else is. Next week, some of you guys will love this. It's a gym favorite, DT. But it's going to be a variation of DT. It's not going to be 100% full RX DT. It's going to be a variation of DT, which is actually friggin' fun. Then your next week is going to be one that we've never done. But I've been trying to figure out for the last, 3 years, how to do this one. And right now the opportunity is perfect. And it was going to be today's workout, but I changed it to where it's going to be 3 weeks away. But it's called Clovis. So you guys better be ready to rock and roll, meaning bring your running shoes. And then be prepared for Suckfest. In my opinion, this is probably one of the worst or hardest hero workouts just because of the person I am. It is a 10-mile run with 150 burpee pull-ups for time, and you get to break it up however you want. And we'll talk about that more when that one comes up in 2 weeks, but I want you guys to be prepared. This week is Chad, next week is DT, the week after is Clovis, and then the week after that is probably my all-time favorite hero workout. Can you guess?
All-time favorite hero workout.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. JT?
No, although we're going to talk about JT today.
Alright.
As soon as I say it, you're going to go, Mannion. It's a ton of back squats followed with running. I hate running, but I love back squats. And that'll be 4 weeks, right? So your next 4 weeks are already mapped out for this. So be ready to rock and roll. So look them up, right? So DT, Clovis, Mannion. Okay, Kyle's going to start talking about what Chad is.
Alright guys, Chad is super simple. It is 1,000 step-ups for time. The prescribed height, this is not at our prescribed height, but prescribed height for both men and women is 20 inches. Our phones are just on the box, so I can't show you that. The first thing I would suggest would be, if you are on the shorter side, make sure that you're checking yourself on the height, because yes, we want to go RX, but with that said, if we're finding a height that puts that knee into too much flexion and we're finding pressure in the toe, then I would suggest lowering it so we can find that flat heel and get a little even pressure throughout the leg. Your pack is going to be weighed in at 45 and 35 pounds. respectively for the ladies, and it's gonna get very, very uncomfortable. So find the best way you can to load up something where it's flat at the lower back. 'Cause we've had people get those big old scabs, big bruises from all of the volume. So otherwise, it is just 1,000 alternating step-ups for a time. Pick a pace that doesn't destroy you. Maybe shoot for sets of 20 at a time with a short rest, take a drink of water, something, pace it out, it's gonna take you a while. Again, load the pack up the right way, pick the right height for your step-ups, and grind this one out. It's not super fun, but it is very, very doable. Cody, you've done this one, right?
Yeah,
I haven't done this
all the
one.
people
What about you?
on actually watching right now, is Gabe Big Dick McCabe.
Oh,
He's on.
Mandingo?
Mandango Gavers.
My favorite plumber.
What is up, my dude? Yeah! We need to talk, man.
We
need
do.
to talk. Okay, so Kyle just talked and broke down Chad. This is not a workout that you're going to try to get done in 30 minutes, right? This is one of those ones that you need to pace out, and you need to know it is going to be a 100% suck fest. You're going to have to dig into that mental tank of yours, right? And keep moving forward. So don't beat yourself up mentally. Take it one step at a time. Don't be like, oh, I've got 900 more to go. Don't do that to yourself, right? Do 25 at a time or 50 at a time. Now, how do we scale this? Scale your weight down, right? 45 and 35 pound pack, scale it down. That was a fart, by the way, in the background if you didn't hear it. Not me. You can't see it. Scale your weight to start, right? Now scale your step-up numbers. Maybe do 3/4 or do half or do a quarter depending on what type of athlete you are. How long have you been doing CrossFit? What is your fitness level? Do not outdo yourself, right? Don't bite off more than you can do and then be miserable for the next week and not be able to do anything this week because you tried to do the whole thing RX and you shouldn't have. So be smart, guys, about this. It should take somewhere in the neighborhood of about 45 to an hour, maybe even longer than that. So dig in deep, set up, and be ready to go. If you don't have a step, you might have a chair. You can put it against the wall and step up on the chair so it doesn't slide on you. If you don't have a chair, there's going to be steps somewhere. Right? So find steps somewhere and start stepping on them. Cool?
I have a question coming in from Lainey. How do you guys feel about breaking these workouts up throughout the day? Say doing 400 in the first set and then maybe just 25s throughout the day.
So, Lainey, that's a great question. You could, but let's talk about stimulus of workout, right? So what is the purpose of our workouts and why do we do them? So if you were to do a half marathon race, or let's say even a 10K race, you go and you get it done in as quickly as you can. If that means you walk, if that means you take a break, if that means you drink some water, that's fine. But reality is, to get the stimulus of this workout, you want to do it in a lump sum. Right? So maybe I do 50 step-ups, I take a break, I drink water. When I say a break, I wouldn't be down for any more than about 20 seconds. Here's why. If you take too big of a break, your body's going to try to shut down. Remember, a body in motion stays in motion, so keep it in motion, right? So I would not break it up throughout the day with this one. I would pick a number and say, okay, this is my number. I'm going to do half of this and do 500, and my goal is to get it done in under an hour. That's how I would do it. And so instead of trying to do it throughout the day, do it in a chunk that makes sense now. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would pick a number, stick with it, find something that's going to make you appropriately sore so that we're ready for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week.
For sure.
Cool. That's all I got.
Awesome, dudes. Remember, quarantine go. Get that bingo sheet filled out. We'll see you guys for tomorrow's Zoom classes. Remember, we still have those, so sign up. And don't worry about having to sign up an hour before, but give us a little bit of leeway. Sign up at least, 15, 20 minutes before?
Yeah.
That way we can send you the link. We were talking about putting the link public, but then the news had a little speech about that and how people are hacking your Zoom. And if you have your stuff out there publicly, like if we just put the link out there publicly and no passwords and stuff, people are crashing the party with like porn and stuff like that. So we're going to continue to send these to you guys via email and text. So if you got any other questions for us, guys, you know we're here. You can call us, you can text us, you can email us, you can Facebook or IG us. Otherwise, enjoy your workout today. Peace.
Peace. Hope that helped, Jade.
Jade, she have a question?
She said you not being centered on the camera was driving her nuts.